Hello and welcome along to today's comparison test here at Stephen's Catering in Ballymena. Today we're going to be testing and comparing the performance of the traditional electric range that is to the far right here against the induction range and also the traditional gas 6-burner range. What we're intending to do today is show the speed of performance and the throughput capabilities of the three units in order that you can make an informed choice. How we're going to do that today is quite simply we've filled these pots here, as you can see, with 1 pint of water, and this is the induction pot that I'm going to be using today. And again, I'm just going to measure the exact same amount of water and fill this pot for the test. And that's the pint marker there, so if you can, okay. So now that we've got the pots filled, we're going to place the pots onto the rings that we're going to be using. So we have the electric one here. I haven't activated any of them yet. I'll just make sure that they're all in the off position. Here. So we're ready to go at this stage. All I'm going to do now is turn each of the dials up to full power, and we're going to activate a timer that can be watched and show which of the units actually comes to the boil first and what the time frame is. So we've now activated all of the ranges with the same amount of water, similar sized pots, and we've also activated the timer. We're now going to watch to see what the comparison is in terms of the boil speed of the various units. The one thing I would point out is with the gas unit, because the gas splays out down the sides, of course the pot handles and the pot will become very, very hot. And you need to be aware of that when you're lifting them. With induction, there is no heat at all. Nothing to cause a burn when you're doing it. I have that up full and my hand is now quite happily sitting right beside it. There's no heat generation from the induction at all. On the electric, again, you're going to get residual heat coming through the handles and the pot itself, and the area around the plate will of course heat up in time as well. So you need to be aware of that when you're using these products. As you can see, if we zoom down onto the induction pot, you can see that that is already coming to the boil. I wouldn't want to put my finger in there because that's going to be, as you can see, boiling. That has taken approximately 2 minutes 20 seconds. Now if we move across to the gas range, again, up full, what I can comfortably, that is not hot yet. It is lukewarm, but it's nowhere near boiling point as yet. And again, coming to the electric, again, it's even colder, so you can submerge your hand fully in it without worrying. And we are already 2 minutes 45 seconds. As you can see, the induction is boiling away. So now that we've reached boiling point and we've got the time for that, I can turn that down, and as you can see, immediately the temperature reduces. I'm dropping it down to a simmer on the plate here, and that will tick along at that temperature. Nice and easy. should I lift the pot off, the unit goes into standby mode and is no longer active. So we'll just set that one back in place for now. And as you can see, currently at 3 minutes 25 seconds, and again, still no real discrepancy in the heat between the electric and the gas. We're still waiting for both of those pots to come to a boil. Induction one was literally 2 minutes 20 seconds. As you can see from the timer here, we're now at over 6.5 minutes, and unfortunately with the gas we still haven't reached the full boiling point yet. If we move over to the electric, again, same situation, unfortunately not up to boil, but what we're looking at here is a very close run race between the gas and traditional electric, whereas the induction has completed its boil in 2 minutes 20 seconds. So we're just about getting there on the gas. So we should get hopefully the next 30 to 45 seconds full boil. As you can see, we've now reached boiling point on the electric range, which was 8 minutes and 16 seconds for that to start boiling, and we've more or less reached a similar level with the gas, but again, probably still another minute or two to go. Now reduced the electric range down to a simmer of 1, and as you can see, unfortunately it's not instantaneous. It takes quite a bit of time for heat dispersal on the solid plates, and that is one of the issues with it. The other thing to point out with in terms of the induction against the other ranges is if you do get overspill for the cleaning time on this particular range is a wipe with a damp cloth. Nothing burns into it because there's no residual heat or no heat generation by the unit at all, so nothing can actually burn into it. On the gas, of course, if you get spillage and overflow, this whole top section needs to be dismantled and taken apart and scrubbed. So again, that's time consuming. It takes a man or a person away from normal kitchen functions in order to get this unit clean. And unfortunately, a gas one and an electric one will never remain in the same situation that this does, because it's only ever a wipe and nothing burns into it.